Namaskar. Welcome to India Speaks Daily. I am Mr. Narayankar. Normally, a municipal election is fought on local issues of garbage, sewers, etc., etc. But the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Council election was fought on issues of Nizam culture, nationalism, Rohingyas, Jinnah, dynasty politics, biryani, surgical strike, and Bhagyanagar. Therefore, it is worth to discuss about the just concluded civic polls in Greater Hyderabad. The TRS has emerged as the largest party in the election, but the surge of the BJP has changed the political dimensions in Telangana. The BJP has increased its tally from just 4 seats to 48 seats. On the other hand, the seats of the TRS has eroded from 99 to 55. Oasis party won as many seats as it had won the last elections. The BJP pulled off a splendid performance at a time when TRS is ruling the state and Hyderabad is considered TRS and Oasis fortress. Even though BJP will not succeed in making mayor of its choice in Greater Hyderabad, but this performance will give them immense boost to its confidence in the run-up to 2023 Telangana elections. This result also has sent out a very strong message to West Bengal that when it can do exceedingly well in Hyderabad civic polls, it can do even better in West Bengal civic polls. This is one side of the issue. The other side of the issue is many Modi haters and anti-India and anti-Hindu brigade were questioning the participation of Amit Shah in what they called gully elections. Was Greater Hyderabad Municipal Council election really gully election? There are 4 districts in Greater Hyderabad region. 5 Lok Sabha seats and 20 odd assembly seats are contested. So, to dismiss Greater Hyderabad Municipal Council election as gully election is foolishness. And one must find out why Amit Shah had campaigned for Greater Hyderabad Municipal Council election. It was because of the high possibilities of the BJP winning large seats in Hyderabad polls after it had tasted victory in Dubak by-polls. Mind you, TRS had never lost Dubak. This was the first time it lost the seat. This loss had dented TRS aura and gave BJP the hope of dethroning the party in near future. Prior to this, BJP had got its act together in Telangana and replaced the Congress as the principal opposition party and became a serious challenger to the ruling party, that is TRS. In the 120-member House, Congress has 6 MLAs while the BJP has just 1 MLA. But the Saffron Party's cornering of nearly 20% of popular votes in the last Lok Sabha elections showed that its strength cannot be judged on its numerical presence in the state assembly alone. The rise in BJP's vote share from 7% in the last assembly election to over 19% in 2019 helped the Saffron Party win 4 Lok Sabha seats in the state, serving TRS a reminder of its potential. The TRS had managed to win only 9 Lok Sabha seats and the Congress won 3. The BJP not only retained the Secunderabad seat but was able to expand in the northern part of Telangana. The party was responsible for handing out a shock defeat to Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao's daughter K. Kavita, who lost to BJP's Arvind Dharmapuri in Nizamabad. Not just that, it also won Adilabad and Karimnagar seats, the traditional TRS strongholds. Friends, the BJP seems to be filling the void left by the Congress, which was weakened by the TRS poaching 2/3 of its MLAs and several MLCs soon after the 2018 assembly elections. Therefore, the BJP was gung-ho about its prospects in Telangana election in 2023 and participation of Amit Shah in Greater Hyderabad Council election was of great importance, and certainly it was not gully election. Jai Hind.